Hey Big Barry, how's it going? Where did I start the YouTube stream? I did. So Luca can't complain. LMU. It's time to lose that silver 3 rating directly. Moin moin. I didn't start anything. Connor, thank you so much for the resub. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Oh, wrong one. Extreme pedals, motion, belt tensioner. From Greece. Greetings to Greece. Uh what did I want to do? I have no idea. Eh. Load. Okay. Safety first. $20. Works. Quiet car. Hi Adam. Okay. Wait, there were like updates for stuff. Let me quickly install that. Where? Return to the garage. SimHub update first. No, the AC is just in another room and I'm too lazy to bring it here. That's the whole story. It's not that hot today, luckily, so we'll see. Cooled seat should be right. I doubt it. It's been like 37 years. Crocodile. Yeah, try LMU. I like it. Okay, the SimHub is updated for I don't even know what they changed. And there was an update here, I think. Is it me or is the new DNR UI kinda confusing? Can I just like download all of them? Yeah, I think it was shipped, but then the box was too big, so it didn't arrive soon. So did it now download or not? But like, why can I not click this? Why do I have to click? Ah. No, I did not link it to the speed. I mean, you can, but I didn't. The fans are also way too slow to properly react to that, to be honest. Okay, we have that. LED updates? Uh-huh. Why can't I do update all here? They are not simulating anything. They are just static wind that I can adjust. But you can, where is it? Motors? Yeah, here. So yeah, just, I have one for the front and one for the rear. But if you wanted to, you could do, like, where are the wind effects? Speed with curving, custom, anything. But, yeah. Also, guys, I made a thing. We can show it a little bit later here. I finally continued to work on the website a little bit. Yeah, all the cookies. But we can have a look at that later. It's pretty cool, like it's a review database. You can, for example, wheelbases. So it's like I need to populate it with content. It's definitely not finished yet. I just like people were asking about the tier list. So here you go. And let's say you don't care about 35 Newton meter bases. Or let's say you're insanely rich and you don't care about these pleb bases that don't even cost 3,000 euros. You can also be like the score system is like based on force feedback quality, software, blah, blah, blah. If you don't care about that, you can also, let's go back to the list. You can, for example, go here and say, I don't care about value. I don't care about ecosystem. But software is insanely important for me. And then the overall score will dynamically reflect that. Yeah. Starting with ads, yeah, it uses the whatever torque the weakest wheelbase in this database has here. It's like the Moser R9. It's not live. I mean, it is live, but it's password protected. I need to see if I fulfilled all the legal shit because, you know, I'm in Germany, so need and by I mean Cloud Code. I need to do another pass regarding that. This here will be nice for the active QR system because it's so confusing. Now it's super simple. You go to base site configurator. You search for your base. Let's say you have a SimuCube 3 Pro. Ask you which quick release do you want to use? QR2. Do you have a slip ring? Yes, no. Well, do you want a power injector? No. And then it will recommend you which parts you need. And then you can go to the wheel site tool. search for your wheel. I mean, only 2 in the database right now. So let's say you have the Bavarian wheel. You want to use the QR2 system. You have the USB-C version of the board. And it shows you here connector on the wheel side, connector on the base side, connector pinout, how to wire it up, and and some more stuff. FOV calculator, because why not? Nicely visualized how it works. Distance, screen size, bezel width. You can do curved screens if you want to. Yeah. This is still a work in progress because I don't have enough things in the database yet. But you can, for example, let's say you want to build a setup. You want base and a steering wheel. And let's say you have like 4,000 euros. Then it will recommend you, for example, here, the VNM base with a Soul Pack wheel. Dude, like, I mean, I filled up the Claude Code 20x plan like 3 times now. I need to like make it less overwhelming, less text. Here's the budget split, what I recommend for that budget, but you can also adjust it. Let's say you want only spend like 300 euros on the base, then Mosa it is. Currency conversion? No, I don't think so. Yeah. Same filters again. Do you care about value? If you don't, like, if somebody just cares to get the best, I think it's not fair that the value impacts the overall rating of the product, if that makes sense. So you can exclude ecosystem and value, because, like, for example, I don't give a shit about ecosystem. So you can go no. Maybe you don't care about the ecosystem, but you still care about value, then yeah. Some presets that I need to populate. But we can have a look at that a bit more in detail later on. I hope I can release it later this week. I think I have it all. I have the cookie thing, I have the impressum, I have the stupid privacy policy, cookie settings. But you know, I'm in Germany, so... Oh, also, like, careful. Bright mode available as well. Hey, David. I mean, if money is no issue, then buy the Ultimate, of course. The thing with the gain is just like, if you run very low force feedback, then don't set in-game to like 10% and run the base at 100%. I think a safe recommendation for LMU is just set in-game force feedback to 50%. That way you will rarely clip. Very rarely. And then just adjust with the base strength. Will you make an own token for your website? I don't even know what that means. What is that? Right now what I would do is like command space, terminal, Claude. What is a token for my website? Is there a reason? Oh, I haven't populated the database yet. I'm working on the whole framework around it, and then the last step will be to actually fill it up with data. And my idea is to have 3 categories, like full reviews, like stuff that I really reviewed, quick takes, stuff that I did test but not not long enough to make a full review, and then just like a database content. Astro? I mean, I don't know. Ask Claude. It's insanely easy to use. It's insanely fast. I'm out of how's it called, allowance again. I need to wait till this afternoon till I can continue. You've hit your usage limit, exactly. It's just like, it's ridiculous how quickly you can do this stuff with Claude these days. Like, I tried working on a website last year. Dude, I spent weeks on it, and eventually just like stopped working on it because it kind of looked like shit and I didn't know what I was doing. I used WordPress, and this is like work of 2 or 3 days. Oh, we are talking about pedals. Yeah, whatever. Pro, Ultimate, if you don't need the max pressure, then I don't think the Ultimate makes like any sense at all. There will also be a Dan Suzuki newsletter in the future, like every 2 weeks or so. I mean, I don't care about newsletters, but like, you know, the average sim racer is like old. I can probably like send letters for that audience. No. Do you like the old Assetto Corsa? I never really play it, but it's crazy what you can do with it. Good old mailing list, yeah. Yeah, just like some good to know things, or when I want to distribute like a file, for example, for a tutorial, or updates on reviews, interesting news, stuff like that. Headphones. Yeah, but you're also like 7 years old. I also don't like newsletters. I find them annoying and never read them. But I don't know. I think newsletters and having real person behind like a website like this is becoming more and more important with AI getting bigger, if that makes any sense. Because these typical faceless, let's call them faceless, these typical faceless affiliate websites, dead. I would buy the Western Digital, but I can't tell you why. I have several SSDs. The only SSDs I've ever had problems with were Samsung. So hi Schlafsack. I wanted to buy a 4 terabyte SSD for external storage for my MacBook. But holy shit, that got so expensive. I now just have like a little housing from Ugreen. A little, it's not that little. Where I put my internal SSD from the PC in, and with USB 4 Thunderbolt, it's super fast. It's nice. So let's not try to get another drive-through today. And how many of these games do you actually play? Oh my god, I was looking at my Steam library the other day, how many games I actually played. What a waste of money. Yeah. There will be quite something in sim racing affiliate reviewing in the scene happening soon. Sweatshot Simulator, yes. That's why I wrote this article here on the website, Ethics. I think this is kind of something that's important. I'll make a video about it. Well, basically just read this. But... oh. Yeah, I think I just was unlucky with the Samsung SSDs. I've had 3 of them and 2 died, but this was also early days when like they lasted like 3 write cycles or so.
Hi Dan, Steam looking good as always, can't stop long, have a good stream mate.
Thank you, Dan, appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Fucking hell. Lock overlay. My standings. Need my standings. Lock. Can I actually like hide these with like a button press or something? Tools. Preset. Hotkey. Disabled, huh? Ooh. And can I then, for example, the standings? That needs to be keyboard hotkey. But that's nice, I'll set that up, that I can hide my overlays. These are my settings. I don't like the stuff, but I do wait, tuner. Oh, I know another idea for the website, like my settings. People always care about my settings. Oh, this is a lie. I do have a little bit of telemetry things going on, so do I actually road texture, cornering, and ABS. ABS on LMU? What the fuck, Dan? Makes no sense. Don't use that. But honestly, like with these things, I always recommend try it out yourself. If you don't notice a difference, just don't worry about it. And if you do, then you can tell for yourself if you think it's better or worse. What's with Germany? Hey, the command still works. Pog. No, it does not have anything to do with lower end bases. It's the same thing with that constant effect thingy at the very bottom, where people think you need it for cheap bases. No. Actually, you need it exactly for one base. Oh no, for two. For everything that uses OpenFF board. So like DIY stuff, maybe Conspit, I'm not sure about that, because it's based on that. And the VRS bases. There you also need to enable it. Otherwise the next gen force feedback doesn't work. Do you have a job? I do, yes. I make sim racing steering wheels. Oh, no, I don't make them, but I'm a developer for GSI. Dude, by the way, I had like a nice... Dude, like AI is so bad. Like all the firmware that I wrote, I had a nice pass with Fable 5 this morning over the stuff. It's actually readable now! And it didn't change that much. So I'm kind of proud. But it did fine-tune my button debouncing algorithm and it works better now. And by button I mean encoder. But it's just crazy, like... Back then, adding a new wheel into the firmware was like... Maybe took me a day. And now it was a prompt and like 5 minutes of Claude. Worked first try. Yeah, like we have a new batch of thumb encoders that are a bit more tricky to debounce. So that algorithm had to get adjusted. Yeah, like from day one on. I'm not a developer, like... The problem was, we had somebody developing the firmware for us. And then a week before we released the GT Max back then, he basically was like, yeah, no, you can't use the firmware. And then we were like, yeah, great. The wheel ships in a week, we do not have a firmware. So, there was only Gomez and me back then. So I was like, okay, well, great. I'm the developer now. And back then I used a lot of ChatGPT to like... Mainly for research, not for writing code. Oh, I've been annoying Gomez for 2 years or so now about that shorter cable. I still think we shouldn't have made it to USB-A, but to USB-C instead, but oh well. Soon. Oh, but what do you dislike about the Alpha U? Yeah. I have like a mobile AC unit. We live for rent here, so I'm not allowed to install on AC. But I've just been too lazy to bring it here. It's always annoying because there's not much room in this room. And yeah. Random excuses, the usual. Oh yeah, it's true. But it's like absolutely mind-blowing what you can do with it. Like we talked about that in the last stream, but like I think, like look at this website, it's... I'm 100% sure that a good web designer will make a better looking website. There's no doubt about it. But I think in general, a lot of people are fucked. I wonder when I'll get replaced. That's why it's important to grow this business here. Because this is something AI will never be able to replace. Hey Miguel. Oh, that's too late. Shit. How is that still faster? No, that's invalid. Damn it. Damn it! He's 6 right now. Well, let's see if we can keep that. Mind Evil Tech, how's it going? Oh, by the way, you asked me this question with the control mapper, and then I was like, I'll answer later, and then I forgot. Did you figure it out? Nope. Let's have a look. Control mapper. Control mapper. Assign roles. Access. Do I have some access assigned? Yeah. Zolpack. Map controller. Access. Okay, use correction curve. Yeah, that's where you can do it. This way you can do it. So you how much time do we have? Enough. You go to control mapper, then here you assign roles, axis, create a throttle if you don't have one, then look for your pedals in this list. Let's pretend this is the pedal. Then you go to map controller. Then you go to axis. Then you map your throttle to this. And then use the correction curve. See, this is the input, this is the output, or the other way around, I have no idea. And then let's say, oh Jesus. Let's say you want to make this non-linear. Like this or so. Then you see the input is the little one and the output is on top here. And then the only thing you need to make sure is when you assign the throttle in-game, don't press your pedal, but do this, open the mapping assistant as an overlay, scroll to your axis and click this. That's it. You don't need an Arduino. What? Wet tires? You can also do it with the VJoy thingy, but I would just use an Arduino, to be honest. Yes, Miguel. Starting P6, good luck. Good luck, we are starting P9, okay. It's okay. We are car number 3 though. Let's try to get a top 5 in here. What font? I can have a look after the race. How many cars are there in this class? 21, starting P9, okay. Yeah, just search for an Arduino Micro? Nano? There are like 2,000 options. I think it needs to be the 32U4. That's the... I don't know. Windelö's Paul. I did beat him in the last stream. Good reaction time here. What do we do here? Oh, in the middle. Fuck. Ooh. Speakers? No. That was close. Whew. Decent start though. What's going on with the smoke? Up 5 positions. Oh, yeah, too late. More BMWs in the race now. Last stream I was like nearly the only one. Oh, look at this top 4 BMW. Which pedals? Simicube. Oh god. Need to help my BMW boy. I have the wrong gear here. Feels kind of wrong. I don't know why, but the car feels a bit not so nice right now. Maybe because of the top speed, I don't know. There was a lot of Porsches on Tuesday. But the problem is the Porsche is insanely quick in the infield. But it's like nearly impossible to overtake another car. At least a BMW. Oh, I think now the Porsche gets by though. Let's see. Aim is too stream. Oh. I've done a few in the past. Decent game. Just the multiplayer is like not very active. 19-3. Yeah. I mean, I did these kind of lap times on Tuesday as well. Porsche is by. Well, it's close. Let's see if the BMW can overtake on the straight again. If he wants to, he can definitely go for a move. What's that behind? I have no idea, some MP car. Track limits. There. Lol. Wait, that's LMP2, right? Should be faster. Oh, the BMW died. I smell that outcome from whatever happened against the Porsche. Thanks, Felipe. Glad you like it. Yeah. I don't know, P1 Sim, I think, is what I heard from some of you. The Delta wheel. Our new wheel should come out later this year. We might have, it depends on if the boards will work on first try or not. Then we might have a prototype in Chicago and Frankfurt. Will obviously be the best light bridge wheel on the market. No, but the new GSI wheel will be really, really, really nice. If you find the Savo too expensive, then the GSI wheel is not for you. Just get a USB wheel. I don't use light bridge on this base. Oh, don't touch that curve. Light bridge, really? That is new to me. The Savu... Boring is probably the summary I would give it. Boring in a good way. Nothing exciting on the wheel, the design is okay, the ergonomics are okay. I need to film the review of mine, then I can sell it to you. Oh no, I don't know if I have to send it back or not, but I can ask. Phoenix is that Lambo wheel, right? Where do you live regarding shipping? Fast Lexus behind. 19 flat, fastest lap. Oh yeah. Well, maybe second gear for the first part of this corner is better. Brazil has these terrible import taxes, right? I mean, shipping to UK would not be a problem. I mean, shipping to Brazil as well, but I guess it makes it completely uninteresting with those import charges. Thanks, Will. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, this is only the case if you run really low for feedback. Like, my general suggestion for this game is like set it in-game to 50% and then adjust the rest on the base. It's too close for comfort here. Number 5. Beautiful setup there. No. I mean, the moment you do your first lap, it's not a circle anymore. It saves it forever. No problem. But for real, if you are interested in the server, we'll DM me on Discord or somewhere. Write me an email or a letter. Lost a lot of time because of that battle. Maybe I should have just stayed behind to save fuel. But oh well. Yeah, it doesn't know the track maps, so it generates it from the telemetry while you drive, so all it needs is one clean lap. Yeah, true. Is there better stuff? Yeah. Is it much better? No. Might have been the right take to pass the BMW. Gap is increasing. It all depends on if the Porsche can pass the guy quickly. And considering he fights hard and the Porsche has no top speed, let's just stay semi-optimistic that they both lose time. But we'll see. We will see. Yeah, there should be a cooldown. C#, yes. Would have been the most unnecessary cut in the world. Was close, because I steered actively into the cut. Indeed. Oh my god, what the hell was that? Blue traffic. Setups. To be honest, I can't really answer that. I would say a good setup is faster than the built-in CDA preset, but not by that much, and if you're not close to the limit, then it doesn't matter that much anyways. Traffic was not super kind to me here. Ah, don't go. Whatever. Better tiny lift than losing more time. I have one, what is it? It's 28 degrees right now, 28.6. So it's not that great without AC. Yeah, it's like, makes no sense. I basically had to turn into him to not spin. And if he does this stupid stuff, it's rather him spinning than me. Four stupid moves again. Who would have thought? Probably the two worst spots for overtaking in the whole track. Yeah, it's done well. The problem is, like, people do these stupid things and then they think it's not their fault. That's the problem. That's also such a weird off-track there. Hey random, how's it going? Hey Adam. My pedals are so high? What do you mean so high? Oh shit, the Porsche got by. Somehow I didn't notice that. That's not good. Porsche is faster than the BMW. The Lexus behind also is fast. Hey you. Oh, you mean this? Oh, this is like somewhere in between Formula and GT. Get careful there. I'm always close to the off-track in that corner. I mean, pedals are definitely lower than the seat. In my Formula rig, the pedals are higher than the seat. No. The one with a faster base speed. Is it good? Okay. I was talking to Juan and he told me that they improved like the reaction time of the server and everything. Well, it should be a nice update. 3 laps to go. I'll just pit this lap and we got that out of the way. Whew. Ah, looks like no traffic. Ah, but prototype's coming. Not sure if that was a smart move. Ah, we'll see. Glad I could help. I made a website, by the way, guys, so it should be even easier to compare gear in the future. I had a quick look at that like at the start of the stream, but I can show it again maybe after the race. It's not live yet, or password protected. But I'll probably set it live very soon, so content is still, well, not that good, but we'll get there. Luckily, filling it up with existing reviews is pretty easy these days. Because I can just use the transcripts from the YouTube videos. Oh, is he retiring finally? How old is he, like 60 or so? Big difference? No. Difference? Yes. Hey Frankenstein, thank you. Time for exclamation mark cockpit. I think it's mod only right now. Or maybe subs can do it too. I don't know. Don't do it. Don't even think about it. I know that sucked. You lost time, but I would have lost more time. How do you fix entry understeer? Work on your trail braking, yeah I know, but like, if I don't want to, is there something I can tweak in the setup to make it better? Jesus. An ACC? No clue. I don't even know what my fastest lap is here in this race. Lexus. Probably try. Oh wait, this is set to ARB right now? Why? No, I need to map all these 2000 buttons that I have. 2 billion buttons here in the rig and nothing is mapped. Yeah, I know. I just need to set it up here. I have it somewhere, maybe on this one? Yeah. That's pretty nice. Stupid multi-link encoders. Stupidest trend in sim racing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think it's good when a wheel has it, because some people actually use it, but for me personally, it's just... Oh. New GSI wheels will also have it. Should I enable it for all GSI wheels? So you can have multi-link? Oh, I don't. Like, basically nothing is assigned. Like nothing, pretty much. It's just for the looks. Yeah, I personally don't find it very useful. I don't even know what to assign on these encoders. I just don't assign stuff. I don't change stuff. I think I change brake bias. That's pretty much it. Like, there's literally 2 encoders assigned on everything here. That's it. Not a single button is assigned. And the encoders is for fan speed in the front and fan speed on top. That's it. And here also, like, almost nothing assigned. I mean, what do you really need? I use one funky switch for black box, pit limiter, flashlights, wiper. What else do you need? Having that Lexus behind me is not good. It's probably the fastest car on track. Holy shit, how did the Porsche jump us? 2.5 seconds. Wow. That was a good overcut by him. Yeah, but even in hypercar, what do you realistically adjust? You set up deploy mode once? Or do you actually adjust while driving? No, won't be there. It's just too far from here. It's like a 5-hour drive or so. And it's the Kita Sommerfest. Really? But what do you have to adjust? Like region, you never adjust. Deploy, you just adjust it so that you use barely more per lap than you use. Then you will regen. What else? And what do you adjust for long races? I'm just genuinely curious because I don't know. I never do like these long team races. Yeah, of course, varies track to track. ARB? Ah, good point, I did adjust these actually. Okay, freaking Goosebumps display fell down. I'd put it back, but I can't go there. So we'll just have like a halo now. Time to remove it since I never look at it anyways. I see, I guess I'm just too slow in general. That it makes a difference for me. Electrical engineering and computer science. But, yeah. Yeah, true. Magic is one of the big players. They're insanely big in Asia. And Asia has a very big drifting scene, for example. Guy behind is insanely quick. I don't think we can keep him behind. Maybe we can catch the Porsche, but the button box, this one is the... Well, they are both from Velocitas Imperium. Oh my god, it's too warm in here. Honestly, it's just too warm. Oh, that is my lap timer that fell down. But I can't reach it because I wear a seatbelt. Yeah. Pretty easy. Porsche has like no pace on the straights. You need to wait for a mistake till you're close enough on the straights and then it's no problem. Myra, yeah, that's nice. I'm always a little bit hesitant with Myra because with the right settings it's almost like cheating. Like if I set up Myra in a specific way, I'm easily half a second faster per lap compared to stock force feedback. Because with the effects, you can kind of set it up that it automatically corrects under and oversteer for you. Hey Matrix. How fast is the Lexus on the straights? Yeah, Myra is maintained very, very well. It's definitely a great plugin. Damn it! Hey, Mama! Oh, the guy started from the back. It's up 14 positions. Oh, no. Maybe some Smurf account or so. Maybe it would be good to let him just go. And maybe create like a threesome battle in the front. Because it's getting close. I think he has easily the pace to catch these guys. I don't know what to do. Let's see if we can stay in draft. Oh, look at this pace of the Lexus. Jesus. What useful tools would you guys love to see on the sim racing website? I've been awake since 5 AM because then that was when the kid decided the night's over. Oh shit, sorry Alexis. Sorry your mom. software behind it. It's a website, like a sim racing website in general, with all my reviews as a written guide, everything linked, everything you can compare. Little section about the quick release system I made. I'll show it after the race. It's like 10 more minutes. It is online already, but it's just password protected. But I think I can. Maybe I'll release a preview version on the weekend or so. What day is today? Thursday, right? Man, this Lexus is fast. There's a battle starting in the front. Very similar to what, for example, the Boosted Media website is. Just with more, like with my personal take on what a website like this can look like. Oh, the Porsche is already attacking? Oh, don't do that now already. What happened there? Yeah, something like that I can do. There actually is an interactive rig builder. I'll show it after the race. And you can also suggest stuff. I can write it down. I think it's a good state already. I mean, it looks like your typical AI-generated website because I used Claude Code for all the coding. I'm not a web designer. Just the content itself is obviously my content. I tried in the past with WordPress and billions of paid plugins. Yeah. Dude, I found out the other way that my NAS system that I have, it's like a little PC. You can run Home Assistant on it. You can have Docker running on it, like have a local version of the website running on my NAS inside a Docker container that I configured using a terminal. I'm such a hacker. I have no idea. It's built using Astro. It's super fast compared to WordPress. It's nice. Yeah, I did some Googling and Google told me Astro is good, so probably Gemini told me Astro is good. So I told Claude Code, let's use Astro. Oh. So will we all four survive the race? Okay. I think right now the website has a problem that it's a little bit information overload. It's like designed by an engineer. I need to like calm it down a little bit. Yeah, but you told me that after I've already used it. Hi, Frankie. Guys, stop fighting hard and fair. We need to, like, crash each other out, please. Jesus. BMW and P1 wouldn't have had any issue winning this race if he didn't, like, have an extra 10% of fuel. Yeah. I mean, that long ago, I don't know. 2 weeks or so. So if you told me before that, then I forgot. Two laps to go. Well, hopefully, otherwise. You're more, yeah, VAT probably, like, with, I think Simu doesn't include VAT, but you also don't pay VAT. China thinks I don't really understand how some of that stuff works. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but they are also in a battle, so there's nothing I can do. So much time as I did. Unfortunate. That's my virtual energy, by the way, it's fine. Lexus will go for dive here, like on me. Didn't work. Yeah, it's not hard to use. I'll show it after the race. We'll talk a little bit. You guys can make some suggestions. I'll try to implement it and then release a first version before or at the weekend. Okay, last lap coming up. I don't have it in the room right now. It's in the other room. I can't go for a dive here. Porsche's strong on the brakes. Tires are dead. No more front end. I guess the leading BMW has the same problem. Ooh, these prototypes could make it spicy. One down. Guys, waiting, right? Oh, somebody with the racecraft. And it's P2. Yes. Nice. El plan worked. Nice. Okay, that was cool. That was cool. I love it when a plan works. Imagine if I won this race. But still, nice. Oh. Let's watch the last lap here. Wait, first, I didn't want to, like, this fell down. I didn't want to disconnect it while driving because USB disconnect, you never know what's gonna happen in LMU. That was perfect. That's exactly what my thought process was here. The BMW was losing so much time, and yeah. Okay, first we need to see what happened to the Lexus. Thanks, you too. Ooh, almost by. Yeah. I'll allow it. It's the last lap. We're fighting for the win here. Dude, you were waiting that... Thank you. Thank you for having some racecraft and letting us battle it out. I guess you didn't fight for anything here, right? Oh, this guy, but still... Let's see from... windowless view. You were the Lexus? Yeah, that was unfortunate. That was very unfortunate. That's actually a good move here. Porsche is strong on the brakes. Porsche is very strong on the brakes. My plan was like, I was like, hey, if you attack me, I'll just let you go, catch them all, cause chaos, and then I gain positions back, and plan kind of worked. But the race was quite insane. Is the Simulcube 2A for Simulcube 3? Whoa. I don't know what that is. Do you have a link? P2, let's go. We probably gained rating in this one. Not with a bad quality, I don't know, but still. Let's have a look. +7 positions. Yeah, we did gain. Yeah, quality was not very good. That's fine. It's fine. How are the fastest laps? Corbinian. Never heard that name before. Marcin was the fastest. Yeah, he started from the back, Marcin. He was the fastest car on track. I don't think I'll do another one. We can have a look at the website if you guys want to. If you have suggestions, if you have questions, if you have ideas how to improve it. Let me just quickly clean up the scene a little bit here. Maybe we can use the iRacing scene. It's probably better for... Oh, now I don't see chat. I'll just put it here temporarily, then I can still see it. Okay, so this is the website. Let me do this. It's still missing content and everything. You don't have to try that URL. It's password protected for now. But I mean, you have like typical landing. Where did chat go? LG.
Hey Dan, hope you are well.
Dad, thank you so much. Wait, no, Usk, wrong table. Usk, thank you so much for 44 months, Danzuham. I'm doing very well, hope you too. Oh, do it on the grid, do it. Want to see how the FOV compare? Oh, I should make a snapshot feature for this. 57-inch curved. What is the curve? Oh wait, this makes no sense. Single screen. Let's say you sit 70 centimeters away. What's the curve of the... That's not a big difference that it makes. Let's say it's 1000 R, and you have a 108 degree FOV. .57 is 32-inch equivalent, right? 1000, yeah. Then you have this at 70 centimeters. So if you went to triples, most 32-inch screens are 31.5.
Danke für deinen Top Content. Etwas seltener hier wegen Zeit. Aber am Ende subdatzilosen langts noch smile.
Danke dir. 1 year, appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. So let's say you would be no curved screens. You would go to 160 with the same distance. You just need screens with big bezels. That increases the FOV. Actually increases the effective FOV. You see here the bezels getting added. I'm at like around 80 centimeters on 41.5. What would be the perfect angle? 62. I use 55. So that's like
Take my
almost
money.
180 degrees. Schlafsack, thank you so much for 8 months. Appreciate it. I want to make a little input file here where you can upload your iRacing or your LMU ini file that will automatically put the FOV and the triple settings in there. Already ready, but not on this version. This should probably not default to 20. What's the bezel width here? Probably like 7-8 millimeters or so. For triple 1080, oh, I mean, whatever you can find. Yeah, I have that on the offline version, but I didn't like push this to the Git repository yet. It's kind of like cool, like how it automatically takes the latest version from the Git and whoa. Single curved 1800. Oh yeah, there are 1800R screens. I need to update that. FOV curved up to 1800R. It doesn't make a big difference though. It all depends on why. I don't think it's important. I prefer to have more space to get into the rig. The perfect angle is like, so it's all screens are perpendicular to your eyes, to the line from TV to your eyes. FOV depends on how close you are. I mean, if you're 120 centimeters away, it's like 56, and if you're like 50 centimeters away, it's 113. Here you can see the curve does not have that big of an impact. It's the biggest impact when you're super close. Like the further you get away from it, the smaller is the impact on FOV. As you can see here. I just used math for that. That's not very complicated. Wait, triple 16 by 9. No, it's like, I mean, perfect angle is like what, 61, and I'm at 58 or 55 or so. This also shows you how the FOV changes depending on the angle. Also, I will never understand why sim racing uses this angle here and not this. Yeah, like just like a little tool for the website. But what will we have here? I mean, this is just like blah blah on the main page. Latest reviews, blah 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 blah. Active QR system, blah 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 blah. There's a quick timing tower, like a leaderboard per category. It will be on my website. It will be dansuzuki.com or something. I'll post it on the Discord once it's live. It's not live yet. It's password protected. So this is like with all the categories. Like not everything is in here, so it's not complete yet. Like there are 16 reviews in here right now. I have like over 100, so I need to add these. There's just like a quick leaderboard of all the wheelbases that I tried. With the VNM leading here. Wheels are only 2 in the database, but this is current standings. Quick overview, but you can go to reviews. And here it gets a bit deeper. Like you can show everything. It probably doesn't make a lot of sense, but I need to tweak the animation. That makes no sense. For example, wheelbases. There will be 3 categories of reviews. There will be full review, something that I properly reviewed and have a video and everything. There will be quick take, stuff that I tried, but not super, super long. So the ratings are more like a trend. And there will also be database entries of stuff that I have not tried, but that will not appear in the review list. Everything. And then let's say you want full reviews only. These are all the wheelbases, or like all the wheelbases that I added that I have reviewed so far. The font size is a bit small. I think I need to increase that a bit. Maybe like to this or so. And the cool thing is, like if you go to this, for example, this is the full written review. Like not as in detail as the video. If you want the full review, then just watch the video. Dated. Blah 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 blah. Verdict. Where can you buy it? Incomplete. Score breakdown. Soon, Anton. Then a quick list, pro, cons, who I recommend it for, who I would not recommend it for, text. Little nerd stuff, so it looks nerdy. If you go to the very bottom, it will show you other wheelbases that you can check out, but this is pretty cool. The head-to-head is, for example, now we have the VNM DD Extreme. It will show you 4 bases that I think roughly compare to that. You can, for example, click versus SimuCube 3 Pro, and then you have the direct comparison of my ratings in the scores. I really need to let me write it down. Increase font size on mono space font. Well, price and quick verdict stuff. You can also go more into detail if you want to say you want to compare the SimuCube 3 Ultimate, the Alpha Evo Ultra, and the VNM Extreme. Select these 3. Okay, when selecting comparison things, make selected more obvious. And then you click compare. And then you have that for 3 bases. Maybe I should sort it. I don't know how it sorts it right now. And well, if you want to read the full thing, you can just click it. Another cool feature is you can obviously filter by price. Probably makes more sense into this direction. Let's say you want to spend 1,400 max, and these are remaining. Let's say you want to have at least 50 Newton meters. Which ones fall away? Oh, the VNM. And then let's say, like the score system that I use for the website has value and ecosystem included in the score. Not everybody cares about this stuff. I mean, value, debatable, but let's say you don't care about ecosystem. You can exclude it here, which, for example, here lets the SimuCube 3 beat the SimMagic. SimMagic has an insanely good ecosystem. SimuCube, okay-ish. You can also exclude the value rating, or force feedback quality. Now it gets tricky. I don't know if this is too tricky. Let's put them all here. You can make your own weight. I mean, you can also... did I remove that? I don't know yet. You can rank by force feedback quality, for example. Pass-through filter is a good idea. USB pass-through filter. But I think the cool thing is here where you can weight the categories for yourself. Let's say force feedback quality is super important for you. Software also is kind of important. You don't care about the QR. You don't care about the ecosystem. You don't care about mounting. You care about build quality. You care-ish about value. And that will dynamically regenerate the ratings. Look at the scores. If I go lower with value, then the SimuCubes gets better. So I don't know if this is maybe a bit too much. It's optional, the weight the scores yourself. Not yet. It will go live on the weekend. It will just be dansuzuki.com, I think. Does this lead somewhere right now? Not yet. What else? I mean, you have wheels, but there's not that much in there right now. I need to like, once I'm done, like, what the fuck is this, for example? Like, why does this end in the middle? So you can compare the two wheels here, for example, on ergonomics. For wheels, we have ergonomics, input feel, build quality, features, connectivity, software, and value. And again, same thing here. If you don't care about value, just exclude it here or go fancy with a weight filter. Now value doesn't impact the score anymore. Well, pedals. Yeah, you see, I need to add. I need to add more stuff. Then we have no SimuCube 3 has no USB pass-through. DFP15 is not in here yet. Like the last stuff that I processed was. Can I sort by newest? I didn't adjust the dates. What the fuck? Oh wait, never mind. I put the dates from the review in here, so it doesn't make sense. This I'm working like from newest to oldest. I need to put in more stuff. But that brings me to another idea. Add backend page for easy input of database members. DFB20 will be definitely here in the very top. But you also have like a cards view that I don't know if it's really useful. Maybe I'll remove this. But since people always ask me about that, do you have a tier list for bases? Here it is. The problem is everything is good these days. So maybe I need to push. Oh wait, here the Moza stuff is sitting lower. Still good, but yeah. And also here, if you don't care about value, it does not have to affect the tier. If you don't care about ecosystem, it does not have to affect the tier. Solution review worst bases, yes. Also here you can do the weight of the thing. Depending on what's important to you, it will dynamically adjust the tier list. My picks is still like, I don't know if I should maybe just remove it. Right now it just lists the best item per category, which will be the same that you can see here. So maybe I'll make a my rig thing or so. When is the site gonna be live? I need to check the legal stuff and then I'll just set it live, and then it will take some time till it matures and more entries and stuff, but it will be dansuzuki.com. You can already bookmark that. Then another cool thing, we have the setup finder, which right now does not make a lot of sense because the database is too empty. But there are presets that I will prepare. But let's say you have a rig, you have pedals. I only click these because there's basically nothing in here. Yeah, like this was just like whatever. Maybe I'll do like a really entry level, like 300 euro for a set or something, and then it was just like some numbers that I put there. No, like for everything. I don't think I'll add like dashboard and motion in here. I mean, let's see. In the end, you can always deselect it. But let's say you want a wheelbase, you want a steering wheel, you have 2,000 euros. This is what it will recommend you to buy based on the current state of the database. So you have the VNM direct drive Premier. Let's say I will push it over the budget. We need to add more stuff. Let's say you have 3,000 euros. And it will, for example, recommend the Extreme. If you like, do you care about value? You can do no. This is more like if you go really high with this, care about ecosystem, would put the Sport here. You can set that you want at least like 80 Newton meters, for example. Here you can split your budget. There's a recommended value that I put in here. Like for example, I think 1380 is the price of the Extreme. Yeah. I cap it at 1380 because this is just like the base that I recommend as the end game base. If you spend more than that, you don't really get a better base, so it makes no sense. Like, better to allocate that into a steering wheel. Whether it really makes sense to spend 1,600 euro on a steering wheel is debatable. Only, I mean, if it's a GSI, of course it makes sense. For the competition, I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. But you can also adjust your budget here, and then it will update the recommendations. Let's say you want 2,000 euro for a steering wheel, then I hope you get the idea. I just need to make this a little less, bam, here's the wall of text. Maybe alternatives only as like a small card. Maybe you remove this or so. I need to think about it. No, this is manually. I need to see if I can automate it. But you can also, like when you go where to buy, you see here French Sim Racer with a discount code 782, Sim Race Shop with a discount code 788. Or if you want, I don't know, the Simocube price, Sim Race Shop price. And then you can go there directly and buy it. It's also wrong, 1469. Because we want the price without the link hub. Purple slider means you can trust it, of course. Well, we talked about the FOV calculator. Discounts is just like a list with all the affiliate links that I have. Some don't have it. Some have a discount. Some don't have it. Some don't have a discount. Is that English? Some have no discount. I don't know. You can filter for shops that don't ship to the UK or to the US if you want to do that. I don't know why the flags don't work. Don't have a discount or have no discount, both work. Okay. It does not work on all products, yeah. I think, wait, wheels, Zülpack. Cheapest price is Solpack Direct. Second cheapest from G Performance. There you can use the code Dan Suzuki for 3% off. But I think they also don't have it in stock right now. No. So your best bet is direct from Solpack. Hey, JC Racer, thank you so much for 57 months.
57 months. Or 57 degrees.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I can do that. At both. That is Australia and New Zealand, right? Country filter. This is the price with taxes. 996. It's like 879 minus 50 euros, 829 plus 19% VAT. And maybe like 1% tax customs, but that's like German customs, you never know. I need to add like pictures and stuff, but for now, I didn't do that. What else do we have? Active QR section for this system here. Since it always confuses people like a lot, it's now easier. I mean, this is the section that has the least amount of work yet. But to give you an idea, let's say you want the base side configurator. What base do you have? Let's say you have a VNM Extreme. Then you can select what QR system do you want to use? QR2. Do you have a slip ring? Yes? No? If yes, you can select which slip ring. I mean, you can use the VNM with the VRS slip ring. So you can select that. And then that means, see this to do, what it recommends you to buy is the active base side QR in the QR2 version, which is wrong. It needs to be the passive base side. But like I said, this is just like dummy content. Or if you have, let's say you have a Simagic QR2, do you have a slip ring? Yes. This, I should probably remove this. Maybe like, do you want to use a slip ring? Because it has a built-in one. Power injector, no. Yeah, this is wrong. When I go no, it should recommend the passive base side. When yes, it should recommend the active and a power injector, but not the active base side for no injector. But the logic behind still needs updates. But then it gives you a list what boards you need, where you can buy them. I need to maybe find somebody who can sell these boards for me. America is no problem because like whatever, freedom, no rules. But Europe, I need to see if maybe SimRace Shop would be up to it. That's the base side. Wheel side. You can select the wheel. Again, all the stuff that is in the wheel database right now will be in here, just not at the moment. Let's say you have the Bavarian wheel. You want to use the QR2 system. You can use USB-C or JST-XH. I recommend USB-C. This is the cable diagram. Wheel side JST-XH, QR side USB-C, pinout, and a picture. And I should probably add the which board to buy here as well. And if you go JST-XH, it will show you both pinouts from the wheel and from the QR side. Is the protocol dashboard use? Is there a protocol dashboard use or USB? No, they just send the full image to the dash. That's why the refresh rate is so shit on USB 2. Then you can also do NRG, but I need to like, this is like nothing on here basically. And yeah, for the salt pack, it would look like this. Since it's USB-C to USB-C, you just like need a USB-C cable. There's no need to put pinouts. You can set it to not dark mode if you prefer that. What else? About, you can read stuff about me, ethics, about how I review. If you ever don't know how these categories work, so mouse over, you can go here, how I test all the categories with its rating and the default weight, how I judge them. Precision, adjustability. We should probably add throttle clutch rating to pedals. Yeah. It does dynamically things. There's a slightly different version for phones because you need like that burger menu. Does this go to burger menu? It does. But some of the stuff is different on phone, especially with the filters, because if this is small and then you go to the review database, it's like, what the fuck? Or even worse, on the setup finder, it's like filters, 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 and here the results are starting. So yeah. We should have something like this for the GSI QR as well. Maybe we can put it on this website. QR system GSI. Okay, do you guys have any questions or any ideas? What you would love to see on something like this? I want to make it the best sim racing resource for sim racers. When? First version later this week, probably. How come you will have no oscillation on the straight leg at all? Filter settings. The SimuCube 3 has an anti-oscillation filter, which works decent. But then you also wanna use these here. Yeah. Best a little guide. Like there's a section guides as well. It's just hidden for now because there's nothing in there. Guide for good to have tools. There will be a newsletter sign up because sim racers are old, and newsletter is always good for this kind of stuff with an affiliate network behind. Oh, every base has this. What base do you have? What is the active QR adapter? SimU? Do you have a link? I mean, the GSI power link is the QR2 with this. Just fancy. It's a USB-C connector on the QR. Moza R25. You will have these filters as well. You can also use the speed-dependent damping. Speed-dependent damping. So you have more damping when you're driving fast in a straight line. Download page, yeah. I think in general, maybe in the about me, where I can do like my rig, my settings, download my settings and stuff. These animations make no sense when you scroll down. Why are the bottom ones? Yeah, of course, Azotech is USB, so. My bamboo files. I have them on MakerWorld, but there are not a lot of them. I also have like a tool, I don't know if I'll put it in there, like a setup explanation tool. Like not sim setup, but car setup. So if you adjust rake, it shows like a car with like simulated CFD wind, and then explains you what more rake does, what ARB does, what camber does, what tow does, and you also always have sliders and a visualization what it actually does to the car. I think it's pretty cool, but I'm not sure yet if people would use this, because who makes their own setups? People that know how this works. So yeah, I don't know yet. Yeah. Oh, it's warm. Yeah, I need to like think about it. Maybe talk to someone like Yuri or so if that actually makes sense what I put there, because I'm not an expert when it comes to this. So yeah, maybe that's something for a future edition. How does the front page look? Oh, actually, it even adjusts the background. You see the link? No. Let me scroll up. Uh, can I filter? Where did you post it? It's Simube, you say? Simuba. I guess the power link. Can you paste it again? I don't know if links are not allowed on YouTube or if I just didn't see it. Do you mean this one here, Cure2 base site for SimCube 3? Or what do you... Power link bundle for SimCube 3? 108. Ah. Like the normal one, you mean? And you want to use that with your SimCube 3, correct? It works, yes. All you need is the adapter to 70mm from SimCube. SimCube? SimCube accessories. Wait, do they have an adapter? Maybe they have one. SimCube 3. Here, this one you need. Don't buy the one from SimCube. It's like $2 billion or so. Here, 46. See. Get this, $30. This goes on top of the SimCube. See if you can. Like on top here. Then and then this here with the cable to the base, like here. And then you can use the, you can either use the Simube system, it's a completely passive system. Or if you ever want to upgrade, you can. I think my system is better. I've had a few connectivity issues with the Simube, but for most wheels it's been fine. You can always change the PCBs later in case you want to. It's made for this. Yeah, I use the same just with my system inside and not with the Simube system. To like it's I have no idea why my logo is on here. I mean, I talk a lot to Simube and we talked about pass-through and I told them, hey, you should make this, blah 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 blah. And I guess they were just like, hey, he had the idea, let's put his logo on there. But it confuses so many people. But in the end it's free advertisement, so I don't care. I don't like, my plan is not to like become rich with this system here. It's just like I want to have like an open QR system for every QR that people can use with every wheel and every base. So you can also like, for example, if you don't know how to make the cables, you can still go here to the active QR system, to the wheel side configurator, select your wheel, and then go whatever QR2. Here's the wheel side, and then for the QR side, you just need to follow their pinout here with VCC minus plus ground, which actually is exactly this. Yeah. Maybe I can add the their system as well here. The Fancraft mate spacer with the base side pass through. Although the Cure, the version 2 that I have here on the system right now is directly compatible with the updated Cure 2 mate. Well, wait, shit, wrong camera. Fudge, probably too dark. But you see, this is the Suzuki system with the long pins, and then this is also like a drop-in replacement. You can't see it. I have the injector thing right now, but I don't use it with an injector. Like the thing that I always tell people not to do. But if it works with this, then it will. Then the design is robust. Let me quickly save this. Oh god, what is the IP of my NAS? Is it mapped here? Folder is empty. That's not looking good. Huh. Save as. Oh, my OneDrive is logged in. Temp. Save. Slipring für die SC2. Oh, ist kompliziert. Das Problem ist, die meisten Sliprings sind für 22 mm Schaft oder kleiner gemacht. SimCube 2 ist 24 mm. Sprich, da muss man. Es gibt 24 mm Sliprings, aber die sind zu groß. Da muss man echt kreativ werden. Ich würde ehrlich einfach ein Kabel nehmen. Solange du jetzt nicht krass am Driften bist oder so, stört das eigentlich nie. Weil du kannst es hier fest verdrahten. Das Problem ist ja eigentlich immer der Lenkradwechsel. So. Meine Meinung. The old Q2 wheel side or the new base side from Sim. For that combo, you can just grab an adapter, 3D printed for the base side. Maybe just post it on the Discord. I need to think about. Slipring, quasi ein Stecker, der sich dreht, der sich drehen kann. Du hast auf der einen Seite Kontakte und auf der anderen Seite so Schleifringe. Und ist egal, wie sich das Ganze dreht, du hast immer die Verbindung. Und dadurch kannst du halt endlos drehen, ohne dass irgendwas kaputt geht. Hey Gejimba. Nee. Ein Kita-Sommerfest. Okay. Anything else you guys would love to see on a website like this? Why does it use a different width? What the fuck? OS triggered OCD. Yeah. Make sure width are the same across everything. Which one did you sell and why? So then you can take the money, go to setup finder, see how much you sold it for. Let's say you sold it for 1 million. Care about value? No. You need pedals and steering wheel. Care about ecosystem? No. You need at least 20 newton meters of torque, and then it recommends you to buy the SimCube 3 Ultimate and the Solpack Terra LX steering wheel. TV turned off. Where's the freaking remote? Oh, no idea. Yeah, Fanatec, the recent Fanatec stuff is good. It's not on the same level as other high-end bases, but it's still very good, I would say. Let me see, like in a force feedback rating, where would I see them? Force feedback quality. Probably like in this area here somewhere. Between the high end and above Moser is what I would say. Probably not. I don't have the podium pedals. And I like, my personal opinion is too late. probably decent pedals, but how much do they cost? Whatever. Price? Umsonst. Ja, für umsonst sind sie gut. Looks a lot like the fat black cat pedals. Huh. These are the best pedals, I think. This is how a real F1 pedal works. I mean, probably not all of them, but they are probably good pedals, but it's probably just like the 350th pedal set that is not unique at all. That's my opinion on it. But I guess they will be just good pedals. These are some tiny ass springs. Or a gigantic shaft. The Lotus. Yeah, man, you can buy the new Ferrari. What's the electric? uh, the lowest resistance is too stiff. Yeah, they just look like that. I know this is just like a static heel rest. Like this is attached to this base frame here. So if you push on the pedals, these don't move. On the Fat Black Cat, this moves in a fancy way, which makes it insanely comfortable. No fancy videos. Who's this guy? What happens when a former F1 engineer designs sim racing pedals? Well, let's find out. I didn't see that I'm linked here. So these are the Fat Black Cat Per Pro formula pedals. I guess the owner really likes cats. Well, it has cat in the company name, and it has these cat. I should probably not play this, or I get demonetized for playing copyrighted. What is this? Start with build quality and basic specs. First of all, that looks like Apple. Dan, please. Very nice. These pedals are built in the EU, in Poland to be precise, and also just the normal two rings. Oh, here, say maybe 60, 70. Here you can see it. Straight the first stage. So second stage is the normal modulation phase that you want to use. See how this part in the bottom moves? Let's say from 2 or 3%. Great demonstration with the foot in the air, but you get the idea. Because I removed it all to demonstrate the first stage. So second stage is the normal modulation phase that you want to use. Let's say from 2 or 3% to, let's say, maybe 60, 70% of brake input. It comes with different springs, so you can adjust the strength, weaker springs, stronger springs. Now we can make a React video in the box for me. Like for me, this setup, which I think is the default, works very well. Effects then, for example, the to whatever. Yeah, I mean, you prefer. It's yeah. If money is no problem and you want the best pedals and you don't want active pedals, get these. The cat approves. Hey, who's this guy here? Yeah, they don't have a clutch. Yeah, but like this is not a pedal set that you should buy if you drive cars with a clutch. This is really. I mean, I think he's working on a clutch, but honestly, not in this style. I don't think it makes sense. Something a little bit more GT esque would be required. I like. I mean, that's my opinion. Like, if you use a clutch, that means you brake with your right foot and you use throttle with your right foot. And with this, it's just, I don't think it makes a lot of sense for the Formula version of the pedals. That's my opinion. Active pedals are great, but I feel like people have the wrong impression of active pedals. Don't get me wrong, active pedals are excellent pedals, but they make especially sense for people that change the settings all the time, like from car to car. If you always use the same setting, the benefits shrink down to basically having a perfectly reproducible brake application and trace output every time. But I think that's not super important. Like, we're talking about a level where it's irrelevant. If and they are just not as smooth as a good passive pedal set. Like here. I think these are the two best pedals in the world that you can buy these days. What is this? What? What is the difference between the S and the P? R. Man, text looks absolutely shit on 1440p. Maybe I have those in the garage. They did send me something. I have not opened the box yet. But yeah, these are pneumatic pedals. Um, it's also not something that will be for everyone, especially if you're somebody that loves this very easy to move pedal in the beginning of the travel. Then I think these are not that great. But yeah, I think for me personally, it's between these two. They are fundamentally different. I would probably have these on my rig. Yeah, I made a review of these here too. I don't know if it's also linked here somewhere. Well, not these ones, but the GTR. Read the ultimate guide. The active pedals chap. Synthetic underlaying. And that is true. But I don't think like latency matters. Not really. Not how an active pedal works. Firmware glitch. Yeah. But still, like, these are excellent pedals. Dan 5, of course, on both, or Dan 3, I don't know, like some Dan number code. Which monitors? LG C5, 42-inch. I mean, for a clutch user, SRP are the only option because you don't get a clutch for this. And it's just like also a more conventional setup. Yeah, but I think anything else? Can't think of anything. I'll add the stuff to the website, so this will be in the database soon as well. And then you can just find it here with pedals. I just have the sim grade in here because I was writing the script for the review that I finally should do for these pedals, so I put it in here already. I need to put throttle in here somewhere. I think precision, adjustability. Precision should probably be part of the brake. Maybe we'll do brake rating and throttle or so. What does brake feel? Don't call it brake feel, just brake rating and then clutch throttle save. Racework, oh ja, nee, nicht mein Ding. Hab 2 Sets hier gehabt, aber nur Probleme damit. Nur Probleme damit. Ein Set ist komplett ausgelaufen, explodiert beim Bremsen. Alles war voll mit der scheiß Hydraulikflüssigkeit. Also nee. Vielleicht ist mittlerweile besser, aber früher war das nix. So rein vom Feeling her gut, aber Verarbeitung war damals echt schwierig. Aber da gab es auch Besitzerwechsel und alles. Keine Ahnung, wie der aktuelle Stand ist. Aber mit den Sets, die ich da hatte, hatte ich echt nur Issues. Hey, nice. Anyways, guys, I think it's time. I need to get some work done. America should be awake. It's always sometimes it's a bit problematic when you work for an American company and you find a blocking issue in the morning and you're like, yeah, well, they'll wake up in 6 hours. Time to get back to work. Maybe I'll release this version with a password and I'll share the password on the Discord if somebody want to have an early look at it. But it's just like with the disclaimer that it's just not ready for release yet. So might be bugs and stuff. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. And I hope to see you all in the next one. So maybe tomorrow, maybe in 2 months. You never know on this channel. Guys, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.